When you're planning a family trip to Walt Disney World or Universal Studios Florida, you kind of just have to accept that it's going to be super expensive. It's going to cost way more than it should, and the sooner you embrace that fact, the better your mental health is going to be for the duration of your trip. That being said, there are ways that you can try to minimize some of the costs here and there, and theme park tickets is one of them. Now, when you're driving around Orlando and you see all of these signs saying free theme park tickets, those are scams, right? A bunch of those places do end up giving you free tickets, but it's after you've spent 6 hours listening to them talk about a timeshare that you probably don't want and probably shouldn't want. But a few of our trips ago, I did look at undercovertourist.com to see what those prices were in comparison to just buying tickets straight from Disney. And I was surprised that they were a little bit cheaper. Now, I'm super skeptical of a lot of things on the internet, and this was one of them, but I figured if this works, if this is legit, then it's going to save us, a couple $100 over the course of our trip. It's worth trying. So we tried it out, and I'm happy to say that it worked great. And I have no idea how they get their ticket prices cheaper than buying them from Disney directly. Maybe they buy in bulk or whatever, but it worked and it was fine. I just want to share my experience with you to hopefully make you feel more comfortable using Undercover Tourist. Okay, here we are on Walt Disney World's website and looking at the prices. By the way, this is not sponsored in any way. This is just me sharing my experience with others and hopefully helping people learn from my mistakes and my wins. For the purpose of this comparison, we're going to say it's a family of 4, 2 adults and 2 kids, and we're going to go to the parks the first week in October. So we're going to select 4 days, 4 park magic ticket, number of tickets, adults. We're going to say we've got 2 adults and a teenager, and then 1 little kid. And the total here with tax is going to be $1,686.96. Now, if we do the same thing over at Undercover Tourist, let's just see here, 4 park magic ticket. We're going to do 3 adults and 1 little kid. Again, we're going to go the first week in October. So 4 park magic ticket. These are just base tickets. They're not park hopper tickets. But here, and this includes tax, $16.25 versus $16.86. So with this, we've saved $60 or so. It's not a lot, but it all adds up. All right, $60, not a ton, but that could be one of your meals during the week. So check this out. A few weeks ago, we went to Universal Orlando and we stayed at the Aventura. And when I was buying my theme park tickets on undercovertourist.com, because it was a really good deal because they were giving 3 days for free when you bought 2. Great deal. So as we were going to book our hotel, I noticed that the Undercover Tourist website had a hotels section, and why not check it out? So I wanted to compare what the cost was booking Aventura directly through Universal's website versus through Undercover Tourist. This is a little bit shocking. So here's what I found. So I just picked a random week in November. We're going to say this first full week in November. Same thing, 4 guests, 1 room, Aventura. For that week, a standard 2 queen room is going to be almost $700 for the 4 nights. Now, if I go to Undercover Tourist, and for that same week, 2 adults, 2 children, search hotels, and sometimes it takes a while for their website to kind of chunk through, but be patient. Okay, so you can go through and try to find the hotel you're looking for, but the easiest thing to do is just tick the box Universal Orlando Resorts, and then it comes right up. And scroll down and you will see Aventura. So a few rooms, and I'm going to pick the same type of room, which is the double queen standard view. And let's see what the total is here. So for the same 4 nights in November, $485 compared to $700 That's huge, you know? So that's over $200 that you can save just by booking through Undercover Tourist. Again, I have no idea how they can do this, but it's well worth it. So $60 savings on tickets, over $200 saving on hotel. This is pretty good. I haven't tried any of the other options on Undercover Tourist, like I think they can do rental cars and stuff like that, but that's pretty good. Now, you might be asking yourself, okay, well, what's the difference between these theme park tickets through Undercover Tourist rather than directly through Disney, directly through Universal? So when you buy them, you get an email with the tickets directly sent to your email, sent digitally. You don't get a hard copy or anything like that. So there's a barcode in those. You can print those out and bring them with you to the parks and then scan them at the entrance, or you can take that little barcode, scan it into your My Disney World Experience app, scan it into your Universal app, and then they'll just show up in your app just as if you were to buy them directly through Universal or through Disney. Everything is exactly the same as if you would have just bought directly from the theme park itself. As far as the hotel goes, I just went up to the front desk to check in, gave them my driver's license, and said, hey, I'm here. And I was already in their system because Undercover Tourist took care of that. I don't know what magic happens behind the scenes, but I was already in there. There are tons of websites out there that I'm sure offer discounted tickets. I don't have any experience with any of those. There's a lot of them that are probably kind of shady, but undercovertourist.com, at least, they're accredited. They seem to know what they're doing. I've had a good experience with them both times that I've used them. So feel confident that in using them, it's legit, you're gonna save money, and you're not gonna have any less of an experience as you would have if you booked your theme park tickets or your hotel directly through Universal or directly through Disney. Once again, this video is not sponsored in any way. I just want to share my experience to hopefully save you some money. I hope this was helpful. If it was, please let me know in the comments below. Give the video a like. If there's other things that you're wondering, hey, how do I do this when I'm planning my family's trip to Disney or Universal? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to tackle those in a future video. Thank you for watching and hope you have a good trip.